So the homestand continues here in the Nashville season mode. We got the St. Louis Blues making a return to our building. This will be the second time we've played the St. Louis Blues. It will also be in our building just like before. And we last met up on October the 13th. So basically a month ago in the game world, as far as we're concerned, we met with the Blues and we won that game. It was our home opener and it was our second game of the season. So if you want to see that game, it was the second game of the season, game 2 out of 82. And it would be the second episode in this series. This is, what is this now? So this should be episode 14. This is the way that we've been doing this series, just one game per episode, one game at a time. There will be 82 regular season episodes, and then we'll have playoffs, which will, of course, be one game per playoff game as well, if we make the playoffs. All right, Vince, do the thing again. Edit in the intro. The controller disconnected before the game could load in, so we'll have to edit in a Blues versus Predators intro. We're in our alternate jerseys, which I know was an interesting decision to go with against the St. Louis Blues. Not exactly the best color matchup combination, but whatever. It is a darker navy versus St. Louis's predominantly royal blue flavor of jersey. And we're off to an interesting start. Trying to get the puck up the ice. I can see a wide open Morrison. That didn't work out. Remember, the last time we played St. Louis, we did win. It was our... Oh, look at this base for Hornquist. And he's on a breakaway. Didn't get it to go. A big save by, I assume, Halak in the net. And that could be... It won't be an icing. It doesn't have anywhere near enough momentum to become an icing. Give me that help. Fisher just going to dump it in. Still, this team is missing Craig Smith due to injury. So that's something to note. We have Morrison, who was just out here. May have gone on a line change by this point, but he is in the lineup still in substitution for the injured Craig Smith. That was a bad pass. We could have had that out. The first line is getting their first shift of the game. I've once again decided to start the second line, which is not for any particular reason other than just to start a different line other than the first line, and it's worked for us in the last few games. And we know what kind of magic Kostitsyn can do. He had a hat trick in the last game, did he not? I know one of those goals was an empty netter. Someone went down on the right side of the screen. Hopefully they're not injured. It looks like he's back up in the play. What a tip. But this is going to be waved off, certainly. Yes, they've waved it off. Who tipped it is my question. It's tough. Like, it is Bork. It's tough to tell if this is high. Do you think this is a clean? Oh, that's clean. That is definitely a goal. You can't tell me that's not going to stand. That's certainly a goal. And it will stand. Nice job. We get it to the point. We get a tip in front. Gabriel Bork, you're on the board for the third time this season. And the fans are right into it. They're right into the game. So that's always nice to see. Whoops. I got the forecheck on full forecheck. I meant to pull that back a little bit. Dial that back just a little bit. And yeah, these jerseys, I probably wouldn't even wear these jerseys, but I just want to change it up. I don't like these jerseys that much. I much prefer Nashville's typical gold, their gold home jersey and their normal road white jerseys at this time were the best jerseys that they had to offer. Was that a stack the pads save attempt by Halak? Yeah, I wish that... Wow, everything's going in. And take a bow. Roman Yossi. Take a bow. He's got 2 points in this game. Everything's going past Halak tonight. All right, might be a game to start throwing everything to the net. Just walk the blue line barely onside as well. There was a lot of traffic in front of Halak. That's why I opted to shoot it. Great screen by Butler. He's not going to get a point on that, but he definitely deserves some credit. I'll touch on the jersey thing in a second, but before we touch on the jersey thing some more, we're on a 3-game win streak coming into this one as well. It's something I don't think I mentioned in the intro. That was a really straight-up dumb turnover, and that's why you don't go up the middle of the ice. Dumped in on Halak, just making sure he is still prepared after having given up 2 goals early in this game. That should be dumped in clean, no icing. But yeah, going back to what I was trying to say about jerseys before we scored a second goal from Roman Yossi's stick. I love the Nashville Predators jersey design that they went with the Reebok template, the Reebok Edge template. They nailed it. They had a great jersey design, and of course I have memories of paying attention to that Stanley Cup final run they had in 2017, wearing these jerseys. And I wish they had. I don't agree with the redesign that they went with when the league changed to Adidas. I don't think they did poorly with their redesign, but I think the Reebok Edge jerseys were far better than the design they've decided to go with Adidas. But that's enough conversation on jerseys. Let's try to focus some more on gameplay, because I'm going to be honest, I haven't 100% been able to focus my brain on gameplay while discussing jerseys. Totally irrelevant subject matter. What a move! You cannot look off Legwand. It's there, and it's taken away by St. Louis. They get a break on that. We have been quick to move the puck and get it into that slot area. Just didn't get a goal out of it. Tough play here if we get scored on. Don't get scored on. Blocked by Klein. That was TJ Oshie, who at this point in his career had not been to Sochi, where he pulled off all those shootout goals to win for the Americans. That one missing on the far side. Blum back in the Legwand. That was a beautiful play to keep it in. Trying to grind a little bit of a small cycle, but I don't have a whole lot of help to allow us to achieve that. Great play by Kostitsin. We're really good at just neutralizing opponent teams in the neutral zone. We didn't have a whole lot of help and still played that off. Stick lifted. That's a tough stick lift. Good stick lift by the Blues, but hook back in. Now I'm going to go to this side of the net. There we go. We forced him to try and rim it around. Back in on net off the body of Wilson somewhere. It hit him and deflected away. We'll try to stay right here between the great defending by Yossi, so we know he can play all into the ice. Ooh, accidentally pressed the pass button. My finger was kind of hovering above the pass button, and then I pressed it on accident. That was not an intended pass, and it's led to this for St. Louis. Give me the forward so I can go cover the point. Get on that. Good play by Butler. And that's why I think he could stick in the lineup. You make plays like that, they're little noticeable plays. You will stay here in the lineup. You don't have to always produce offensively, although that certainly does help, and that catches the coach's eye as well. I'm basically playing the role of coach. Even though I'm controlling the players in the game, I am playing the role of coach and GM, and I notice little things that players do well, and if someone's doing something well throughout the season mode, they get this chance to stay up in the lineup, kind of like the real world. We're trying to treat this like the real world in a certain sense. That was not very realistic to let that play happen. We got a break that Rene was on the spot with a save. Keep this game scoreless for the Blues. Got to get that support on the breakout. You guys got to come down a little bit lower. Became a very difficult play. Legwand, probably not the worst idea in the world, even if it's out of play. Just flip it down the ice, get it in as far as you can, even if it's out of play. 7-3-0 in our last 10. What have we played now? 13. I think we played 13 games, so we've been playing much more consistent now, and we're starting to play the consistent brand of hockey that I wanted us to play when the season began. That's going to be a penalty. It was slightly late by Shea Weber. Understandable, but man, has Weber taken a chunk of penalties in the last couple of games. He's got a layoff, and it'll be interference to the captain. If you didn't catch it, it happened right here. The puck whizzed right past. To be fair, there was definitely a body check to be made, but that one was not clean, or at least the referees didn't deem it clean. So we go to the penalty kill for the first time in the game, which has been improved as of late. That was close. You got to be really careful. If you clear the puck on a flip dump or a flip clear on the backhand, you got to be careful, because you can easily flip the puck way out of play, and you will get an easy delay of game if you're not careful. I've done it a few times this season. Oh, I didn't realize Wilson was going to get it. We have enough space to skate this. I don't want to go too carried away. A lock. Are you just showing off, sir? That was a great save. Nothing wrong with that shot. especially because Holak has struggled with shots coming from the point tonight, at least on the first 2 goals. They got past him. We started our season. We were a little sluggish when we started our season, and we finally got a level of consistency that I wanted us to have, because we won 1 and then we lost 1. Won 1, lost 1. That was kind of the pattern we were following for the early stages of the season, and it is still early. I mean, we're just, like I said, we're like 13 games out of 82 in, so I know that I can flip that from behind the red line, but gain as much ice as you can and dump it in. We should get out of the period without giving up a goal to the St. Louis Blues. So very nicely done here on home ice as the homestand continues. Beautiful period. Got a deflection goal and then got one from a defenseman. Oh, I love to see the defenseman score, especially because we know with the kind of defensive, offensive talent we have on the back end with this team on the blue line. It'll be nice to see some of these guys score some goals, specifically Shea Weber, but also Roman Josi. I know he can contribute. I don't think Hal Gill has contributed with a goal yet this season. I'm pretty sure he doesn't have one, but we haven't done a whole lot with Hal Gill in terms of, trying to get offense. That's not a bad idea to chop at it. Just got to create a turnover. We had the initial turnover created. Butler's playing D, covered that. The Butler's playing D because we're on an odd partial change because of the penalty kill, so that's kind of understandable. And in that situation, you just need to get a face-off and get a complete change, a controlled change, and then trying to get a controlled breakout. Not much of a controlled breakout here. Well, now it has become one. Drop pass. Ooh. Put Spaling in a tough spot with that. Look out. Just send it down low. No one's really down low to support that play. However, good play coming back. Gill, you could reach out and maybe grab that. I don't know. That would be kind of helpful for the team. Off the back of the net. Polak is pinned. And it's going to squeak out to the middle. Putting the Blues in a position where they feel like they got to dump and chase. How is Sobotka not going for interference on that? If Shea Weber's penalty was interference, that was surely interference on Sobotka. I'm trying to find what my breakout is. No one really available. Kostitsin was on the boards, but he was spinning and turning and doing all kinds of shenanigans. We don't talk about shenanigans. Nice try by Spaling. We got to be careful with these body checks because we can ill afford to lose more players. We lost Fisher earlier. I said that already. But we lost Fisher for a game. It was just a game. But we did lose him to injury, so he has missed a game due to injury. And then we're going to be missing Craig Smith for a good 2 to 3 weeks, which is, I would assume, probably about 8 to 9 games at a minimum. So that was a bad turnover. And again, we just overskate the puck. Honestly, it's kind of easy to overskate the puck in this game sometimes. So you got to make sure you're really concentrating when you're skating toward the puck in the corner. That is onside. I'm amazed that's onside. We're kind of having a loose handle with the puck. So let's just make sure we get it back to the net. Hornquist is dancing, although the only option is at the point right now. That is onside. I'm amazed that's onside. All right, Morrison, time to shine, or not. Yeah, that wasn't working out. Oh, what an intercept. Beautiful job to stay in the zone and get an interception. He's really grinding a cycle. The problem is no one's peeling away to go to the opposite corner to give me an outlet to pass it to, so I'm trying to do something with a cycle. And no one's getting open to make the cycle possible. I also don't know what line is he on. Whatever line he's on, I don't know what their strategy is set to anyway. If it's not set to overload, then they may not cycle. Overload is the offensive strategy you use if you want to cycle the puck. Because I have a creative play set up for that, specifically just to cycle. It's pretty obvious when it pops up on the screen. Get on the other side of the net. There we go. I'll give you the point option to move it to the point. I don't want you to get anything down low. Now, that being said, there was a big rebound. That was a shot from the point, a big rebound. We did get the rebound. And we got to chase that puck down on the forecheck. Kostitsin chopping at it. Oh, I put him in a difficult spot. That was a good play by Bork. He's all over the ice in this one. Bork and Kostitsin are double teaming Tarasenko. That's an interesting play, but I mean, if you get caught, another juicy rebound off of the pad of Rene. Weber's drawn a penalty. So we're going to go to the power play for the first time. And I know Shea Weber's first power play defense unit, so he's going to go out there to start the power play. He's the man that drew the penalty. Good work down low. Tarasenko probably a little frustrated. And this is a Vladimir Tarasenko, I think before he became the superstar stud player we know him as today. Or he's kind of not really, I don't know how to describe it. He's definitely older. He's not quite what he once was, if you know what I'm saying, but he's still very good. But he's obviously he's not in his prime. Let's just put it that way. He's clearly not in his prime anymore. And there's a bunch of players during that. Oh, why aren't we skating? Oh my God. We could have easily gotten to that, and now the Blues have it shorthanded. That was Shea Weber that wasn't skating, by the way. Just lollygagging back to the puck in the defensive zone. Now, again, pulling up. Back to Blum. Almost did not connect on that pass. Back to Fisher. Everyone's awkwardly turning, so I can't really get I can't get a pass or an ideal one-timer away. We'll send that guy on a line change. Blum, turn around. Oh my God, I swear sometimes the player control in this is so janky. It's really frustrating. Nothing wrong with a little low pad shot on the net. Now, back to Blum, over. Shoot it, Legwani. He corralled the puck. He didn't shoot a one-timer. Not the way that I wanted to. Oh, Blum, you gotta have better handles at the point on the power play. 45-degree cut. Cut back. Walk. Shoot. No shot coming. Get back because they got a guy out of the box. I'm pretty sure it's Tarasenko. And he loses it. So power play not successful. That's fine. I mean, the power play is not always going to score, but God, that one looked pretty terrible. I don't know what fan just said something about what he was talking about, but he's probably frustrated with the power play. They get in front of each other's way on the line change. Just try to flip it right back up. Good battle by Fisher. Not interference. We got there at the same time. They basically cancel each other out. Move by Hornquist. Another move by Hornquist. Trying to bait these guys into defending him more aggressively. Now we're working up the half wall. Over to the point man. Butler is covering at the point. Off the poor face of, I think, Hornquist. No, Hornquist is over here. Someone took a puck to the face. Hope you have a good dental plan. That looked like a pass to Spaling. And then Spaling gets a good shot on net. Why is Butler constantly playing D for this team? He is not a defenseman. He is not a defenseman, and he's playing a lot of defense tonight. I think some of the lines are a little goofed up because of the power play, penalty kill type thing. It got no speed with Spaling, so we got to send it down low. Oh, what a beautiful forecheck. This is a great sequence for us. Weber, unload the cannon. Deflected, but it didn't go in the net. It had an opportunity. Weber tried to move that pretty quickly, but it didn't work. Spaling, just dump it in. Again, no speed. Probably dump it in and go on a line change. Maybe that guy's been out there for a long time, so that's probably why the energy is low for him. Already down to a minute left in the second. We're offside temporarily. Now we're not. Have a rip. Gabriel Bork, you got your second goal of the game. I just decided to step into that one, and step into it he did. Beautiful goal. 4th of the season. I don't mind a slap shot off the rush every now and then. It's not a bad idea in this game because it does work on the goaltenders. It's not a guaranteed goal, but it's just sometimes nice to just clap one over the glove hand like that. Yeah, we're on domination extreme mode now. Looking at a potential 4th win in a row. We need win streaks this season. Ooh, that's bad. Bartley got right back up though. I'm going to go to the front of the net. We can start playing I don't want to sit back. And it doesn't favor our team if we just sit back. Oh, I thought I had a teammate. I do eventually, but it's just enough to get out of the period. The period is over. And we have taken a 3-0 advantage. Beautiful stuff from the Nashville Predators after 2. It's a very, very low event game. 13 shots in favor of Nashville, 10 for the St. Louis Blues. They have barely mustered double digits in shots. But we have the 3-0 advantage on the scoreboard. That's not a penalty for Morrison. We're staring a 4-game win streak in the face. If we can just finish off the period here, anything is possible. Teams can score a lot of goals, but most teams have struggled to score against our team, especially because we have a guy named Pecorine in the net. We have a phenomenal team in front of him. Wow, that was a crazy possession for the Predators in the attacking zone. We'll go ahead and put the first line out. Good start to the period. We just want to... I don't know, do we want to let Pex just chill back there and not let him see as many shots as possible? He's done a pretty good job. And that's going to be another penalty on St. Louis, so we will get a chance to make amends for the poor first power play that we had. I mean, it's not like we necessarily need the goal, but support is a good thing to get. You can never have too much goal support. And it would basically all but end this game if we score on the power play. Is Shea... Yeah, Shea Weber's out there. So this time, let's try to do the opposite of what we did on the first power play. We were sloppy. We couldn't pass the puck very well. We had to chase it down in our own zone, and we'll start all over again here on the breakout. It would have been nice to possess off the face-off, but that's fine with me as long as we can get something set up. I just want the power play to look good here. Shea Weber handling it outside the blue line is not what I had in mind. I don't know why you're making a D-to-D pass and then having so much momentum that you carry yourself offside. All right. Do we just have a go? Just, oh my. Lots of power, very little control on that shot. Okay. No problem for Blum. Oh my God. Oh. You know they're going to be going... Are they going to go for it? Oh, Steen, what the hell was that? 40 seconds. Okay, one more rush attempt. And the power play numbers are going to be a little bit affected this season because we're just not very good on the power play. Blum. Back for Weber. Canonizing drive, but wide. In front, Spaling. Held onto it going around the world. Batted back to Blum. Weber. Wilson. Good looks. This is much better. This is the power play I envisioned before. And we're just going to be able to get it right back in. Look at this possession by the Predators. And back to the point. Blum to Weber. Weber can step in. Nice shot. Step up on Shattenkirk. That's a tough play, though, because they're going to be changing. We have a D that stepped up to pinch, and McDonald scores, and there's the shutout for Pecorine. I stepped up with Blum because I knew I could make a big body check, and I wanted to keep the puck in the zone. I got greedy, and it backfired. It paid off for the Blues. McDonald, I think they hit him on a line change, and he flips it on the back end over the glove hand of Rene. It's fine. If we win the game, it's whatever. I mean, you'll forget about that play if you win the game. You won't even remember that. But yeah, that's a tough goal to give up. And it's big for St. Louis because they get it early in the period. Plenty of game left, like I said. And they have the two big penalty kills, the most recent one being the biggest penalty kill of the night for St. Louis. Because we had plenty of chances. We could have easily scored a fourth goal in the game. That would have been ball game right there. Okay, I'm fine with the board pin. Just make sure we move it carefully up the boards here. We got a breakout. Clune to Butler. That was intended for Butler. And that will be offside. That'll actually become an icing for us. Do we let Yossi rip into one here? We didn't win the face-off. That was assuming we won the face-off. Make a beautiful hit. Well, not much of a hit, but we're letting them know that we're there. We are here the whole night, ready to make body checks. Oh, no. Dangerous play there with Bouwmeester. Fisher, we got help on the wing. Morrison still looking for that first goal with the Predators. Nothing wrong with that shot. Bartley keeps it in. Oh, I would have preferred to get it to the net. We eventually did. Ooh, not where I was trying to pass that. Sloppy mistake. I was hell-bent on defending against Stewart there. Oops. I was trying to do there's a way to do a spin move. I figured it out the other night while I was playing this game, not recording it. And I want to do it again, but I don't know how to do it. It's like you hold both That's not it. That's definitely not it. Let's not goof around too much with this. There's a way to do it. I pulled it off, and I was like, that's pretty hella sick. And I'd like to do that more often. That's an icing. I tried to stretch the ice. I did not body check it. I did not push up on the right stick. Yeah, see the shots on goal in the upper left hand. Hardly any shots for either team. We've got the most important tallies when it counted. I wouldn't mind shooting the puck a little bit more, spaling to the outside. That'll give us some space. Bartley's not even on the board, so that makes that pass obsolete. Drop. Yo. Power play for Nashville. Interference? Okay. I was not expecting us to get a power play on that, but we'll go right back to the man advantage. Fine by me. I don't have a problem with that. Oh, he ran into the goaltender. That's what it is. Oh, yeah. He ran into the goaltender. I didn't think that was going to be interference. Yeah, this game's very finicky. You run into the goaltender, you even slightly touch him, it can be goaltender interference. So you got to be very careful around the goalies in this one. Oh, pass barely got there. Stop spinning around in circles. I want to hit that pass across. There it is. Legwand tees into one. No. Weber's gotten tossed around like a rag doll, which is very odd because he is a big human being. So you don't easily toss around Shea Weber very often. I was about to say if they block that, but the power play's looking better. My preferred strategy is to go to that umbrella. There's so many passing options with the umbrella. Do a lot of things off the umbrella power play. Got to chase that down though. Now we can go to half wall. Spin around. Over. Weber. Into the mask of Halak, and that'll be another face-off. But you see what I mean, where there's options. And if you can get a right shot on the left side and you can get a left shot on the right side, you have almost infinite options to work with on an umbrella power play setup. And it will work, it will score. We've seen that happen with Shea Weber this season a couple of times. We've set him up on the side on the umbrella. But we're running out of time on this particular power play. Blum's gonna pick it up, feed it through. Wow, big deflection. Over to no one. Weber has it. Don't need a goal here, but it would be nice to help the power play look a little bit better. To have gotten a goal in this power play, that's not going to happen. I think I just tumbled that guy, and he didn't have the puck. They didn't call a penalty on it. Play for your goaltender here. Trying to just grind out the game. Soft chip, turn to the corner. Wilson's going to be the first man in after it. He's going to get it. Beautiful. Hornquist, you got to do more to help him out there. Hornquist has looked lazy in this game, skating slower than usual. Maybe he's playing with something. He's dealing with an ailment we don't know about. Oh, that's Shea Weber. There's nothing I can do about that. Shea Weber just got bodied, and it was a direct turnover that led to a goal. I just want to know, how in the hell is Shea Weber getting pushed around like this? That's a bad turnover. A really bad turnover by Weber. Or was that Weber? Was that Weber or was that Klein? I think that was actually Klein. I think that was number 8, not number 6. Either way, I don't care who it is. Whoever that was, it just got bodied. Now we're in a 1-goal game. See, like I said, there is no getting out of the woods in a game like this just yet. 2 tough goals in the third period by the Predators, and the Blues are still in it. I'm trying to be very careful with this. Just flipping it in. Fourth line, got to get to work. Can't take a penalty here late in the game. That's the last thing we need to do. The Blues are on the cusp of erasing a 3-0 deficit. I just told you, we just don't need to take a penalty. What does an AI player do? Takes a penalty. Paul Gostad, you need to sit on the bench for the rest of this game for that penalty. This was not me. I didn't have control over Gostad. That's a stupid penalty. So we have seen the Blues power play, but it didn't do anything. So what we need to do is, I guess we don't change anything in terms of just the diamond setup. We're going to stick with a diamond penalty kill setup, because it worked for us the first time, obviously. That's got to be out. Oh, batted out of the air, but that's fine. It's over the blue line. I can live with that for right now. Great kill by Hal Gill. That's going to rhyme. Legwand, just take a shot. Just take a shot. Oh, my God, David Legwand. Pulling it out with Wilson. Get a shot. Oh, no shot coming. Probably would have been better going to the point. It is Shea Weber up there after all. So if we can just get through this, the Blues will get to a point where they're going to have to pull their goalie. So Halak will be looking to the bench for when to get pulled. But we got to get through. Oh, no. Rene, good cover. Good cover by Rene. We made a poor decision defensively. It is a penalty kill, but yeah, we should have defended the middle of the ice better on that. Save by Rene. Stay here, Blum. Right in front. No, you're not taking this to the front of the net. No, you're not. Yeah, nice job. We battle with Shattenkirk, and we get it down the ice. Who is chasing this? Pietrangelo? Yes, the longtime Blue. Look at the turnover we've created on our forecheck. All right, kill the penalty in their zone. 2:15 left to go in the game. And a game that's much tighter than it ever should have been or than I anticipated it being. And the penalty is now over for Nashville. Wilson doing great job. Great things on the forecheck. Sometimes we're a little over-aggressive. Force him to dump it in. Get on him. Get right on top of these guys. That's it. This blue line is going to be stoutly defended until Hal Gill is skating the wrong direction and looking the wrong way. No. Kosticin got to get to that. Just a puck chop. Oh, no. Puck chop doesn't work. It's back to center, though. Our 4-game winning streak still kind of hanging in the balance. We're close to it, but it's not a guarantee. Yes, that's the man I want to have the puck. And an unselfish play to Legwand. Nothing wrong with that. Good pressure. I'm going to go chase it right back down with Legwand here. No one's there. Kosticin was there. I did a poke check at the wrong time. 15 seconds left. The Blues are hanging on. This game's still in the balance. They got to get it over the blue line. A dump and chase. That's their only hope. A hope and a prayer. Kick it behind the net. Get through the period. Get it out. Get it out. Hornquist. And that's it. We're going to win in regulation. A game much closer than it ever deserved to be. But 2 points is 2 points, and a regulation win is a regulation win. 27 shots to 17.